So this is the wing, the right wing from the aircraft that we just saw outside. And as you can see, it's literally falling apart. And as we uncovered it, took the fabric off and took some of the plywood off, parts literally fell on the floor. So we're happy that it was grounded and nobody was injured through the process. And now we've started.
This is how it starts, with 2 pieces of wood.
This is a little bit different construction than the Fairchild. The Fairchild, these are called spars. There's a forward spar and an aft spar. And on the Fairchild, it's a solid piece of wood. On this aircraft, it's called a box spar. And we literally form a box out of several pieces of wood. And it's reinforced in vital places by spruce and then wrapped in plywood. The plywood, if you can see the grain on it, is actually cut on a bias. So it actually runs, it doesn't run horizontally or vertically, it actually runs at an angle. And it's called quarter sawn. And quarter sawn wood is very expensive because there's a lot of waste that goes into quarter sawn. So consequently, we pay a pretty good price for a sheet of plywood. But it's also very sturdy. So.
And you got some parts over here.
I do. These are all of the metal parts off of the wing, and they've been sandblasted, primed, and repainted. Of course, they're all tagged, so we know what goes where. But this is the quality standard that we set up when we were doing the Fairchild. All of the internals of the Fairchild look the same.
Wow, that's a lot of parts.
So what we'll do then, we'll start building the ribs. These ribs are a little bit different also than the Fairchild. They're basically solid and with lightning holes. These are called lightning holes to lighten a piece of wood. So we'll remake all of those, and then we'll remake the spars and then start putting it back together. Interestingly, there's some real astonishing, I would use the word steam bending going on here. This is actually one piece of plywood that's steam bent to a 90-degree angle.
Oh my.
So they didn't use angled aluminum, they used angled plywood. So that's what we're even going to redo the inspection stickers on them. This was a stamp that was used, and I think the guy's name was Johnson. And then we'll reprint all of the part numbers on them as well.
Oh my goodness. So this is a shop where you build everything.
This is where the magic happens.
Okay, so you have a door over here.
I do. And that's where the wings come in and the fuselage will come in as well. There is a gentleman who's building an airplane in front of that right now.
Okay.
But the conditions on him building this airplane is that he'll have to move all of his stuff when the fuselage comes in.
Okay. So you build it here, and it has to be small enough to go through that door, and then you add the wings and everything on the other side.
What we'll do, once we get both of the wings finished, we'll put them in a wing cradle. We'll bring the fuselage in, redo the fuselage, and then we'll put it together in here. We did the Fairchild in here.
Oh.
And
wow.
actually, the wingspan was almost from that table to the workbench. And
On the Fairchild?
yeah, the fuselage was sitting right about here. So we did a test fit for the wings before it all went out into the shop.
Wow. Guys, this has been an absolute treat. Usually we don't get to see this. We just get the airplanes, we see them in the runway, we see them in Oshkosh. We didn't get to see the shop where everything is built. So do you want to add anything else about these babies?
We're excited about finishing it. It just gives us another opportunity to try something different and work on a different airplane. You'll notice too that on these ribs, there's only holes in the top, other than the lightning holes, and that's for a specific reason. The bottom of these wings are covered with plywood. The top of the wing, however, is fabric. So you obviously can't send a needle down through the plywood, so it's actually sent through the hole
How clever.
and then pulled back up again.
Wow. Wow. You got to think about these things, huh?
Somebody thought about it a long time ago, and we're just following suit. So
So we're going to see the Fairchild in Oshkosh
Yes.
this coming month, and we'll probably get together, and hopefully we'll see you fly it.
Yes.
And until then, guys, thank you so much. It's been a privilege.
Thank you. It's a privilege
Oh.
for us as well.
It's an honor for us. Guys, thank you so much for being with us, and we'll see these guys in Oshkosh, okay? See you later.